Howdy! This is Universe Classics 2.0 Octane. The actual product name is Tankor, but I imagine trademark issues are to blame for that. His first alt form is some kind of transport prop plane, which is a nice change from the jets we usually get. It's also probably the more convincing of the two vehicle modes. The only major problems I have with it are that the wings are rather short proportionally, and from the sides there are some pretty big gaps. Otherwise it isn't too bad, especially for a triple changer. The colour scheme is fairly close to G1 Octane, and there's plenty of mould detailing with all those panel lines on the body. For features, each of these small propellers can spin. It also rolls along on 3 wheels designed within the snap-on undercarriage piece. This piece does look a bit out of place, but intentionally helps to hide the robot extras better. I'd say that this plane is about on par with Classics Astrotrain's shuttle mode. The transformation to the tanker truck mode is pretty involved. The guns from the wings attach to these holes at the end of the truck, which are actually the robot hands. As much as Classics Astrotrain's bullet train was pretty weak, Universe Octane's tanker truck is the worst of his 3 modes. There are some parts which help to make this look more believable, mainly the cab section and the snap-on extra, which is shaped a little like a tanker. But there are far too many extras. From the side you can see the props sticking out from underneath, and from the back of the cab to the front of the tanker there's the robot legs. The weapons hide the robot hands, but then you get to the back where there's this big gap revealing the plane cockpit. Finally, 2 of the wheels don't roll since they're the robot shoulders. The mould and paint detailing are fair, and the colour scheme is still close to Octane's, but otherwise this form could look a lot better. His conversion to robot mode is a little less complex from the truck. Heck, it's not that hard from the plane either. Though the latter transformation isn't shown in the instructions. For the most part, the robot form is pretty good. His proportions are okay, and he bears a strong resemblance to the cartoon Octane, especially in terms of colour layout. The wings add to the look of the mode, but don't lock in place. The head sculpt is G1 accurate, but on my copy the paint on the right eye is smudged. His articulation is decent, but limited by the design of some of the joints. And unlike Sunstreaker and Prowl, he has no waist movement. My main beef with this mode would have to be the shoulders and arms. The cockpit pieces do stick up from the shoulders quite a bit, but they're fairly integrated with the overall design at least. The arms are rather short and small, and his hands are poor on an aesthetic level. They can hold the weapons well though. Talking of weaponry, there's his two guns, which can actually combine. Though this doesn't look great, it allows him to hold his huge blade weapon. When I first saw this, I thought it would spin round, but it doesn't, which is pretty disappointing. I'd say that the general robot isn't quite as good as Classics Astrotrain, but it's certainly not bad. For a triple changer, he's okay, but both modes suffer from other mode kibble, and the robot suffers quite a bit from the vehicle forms trying to look right. I recommend him a little less than Classics Astrotrain, but a lot less than his Universe Wavemates, Sunstreaker and Prowl. Next I'm reviewing the original Beast Wars Cheetor, but until then, till all are one.